So it's that time of year again. It's the 30th of November 2020. After such a horrible year, now it's time to spend. I'm going to find out though how Cyber Monday steals your money. So let's get into it. So first we're looking at this particular article, The Psychology of Cyber Monday. In fact, this is the whole concept of what we're talking about today. Rather than actually stealing physically into your cash or bank or online account, they're going into your mind and stealing what you imagine you want. And how do they do this? They do this through three big marketing tactics. This is what the online sellers do. And the first one is they think that you buy now and think later. And that's essentially what you do. You buy now and you think later. And it says here, I said, any salesman or saleswoman worth their salt knows that the best way to make you buy something you don't really want is to create a sense of urgency. And it's so true. That's what's said here in this first line of the first paragraph. Now, here's the thing. You would imagine that if you're choosing to buy something, that it's really going to be out of a need. But the actual fact is that when you spend your money, you do out of want, even at times where you have less money. And more so, especially at times where you have less money. So if you take the person that actually earns like 100,000 a year in comparison to the person who earns just basically 20,000 a year, there's a huge difference in psychology. And the marketeers actually sell more to the people that earn only 20,000 a year in comparison to those that earn even 100,000 a year. And the reason being is because generally the people that earn 100,000 a year are more educated, and they are generally more aware of their buyer behavior because they know the value of the money, because they've worked themselves up the ladder of money in order to get that bigger whack of a salary. Those that have 20,000 and the lower level salary people are actually generally spending more and more frequently on wants more so than needs. So that's where the marketing comes from. That's where the online marketeers aim for people that are trying to impress other people simply because they don't have a bigger salary themselves to impress people in the first place. So it's all this psychology that's going along. And they do this through this kind of overt language. We've seen it a million times. It says buy now, exclamation mark, and sale and limited stock and so on. And we've seen these all the time. But the reality is Cyber Monday this year, 2020, is going to show these buy now and sale and limited stock only online only, because it's not going to be generally inside in shops, because we're not going to be queuing up like we would have before to get into those stores. So the emotion is left out of it, and you really need to leave the emotion out of it. That's the real thing with this. This is a clickathon of clicking. If you click it too many times here, you're going to buy more things, and essentially you're going to be buying your wants in the first place. I mean, if you think about it, if you actually were not going to purchase 5 things tomorrow, Monday morning, or tomorrow morning, or any other morning, you just wouldn't purchase them. But because it's Cyber Monday, because everyone else is buying and telling you to buy, and all the ads on your phone or whatever is telling you to buy, then you're compelled and compulsed even to buy. And not just to buy one, but to buy 2. So click, 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 and so on. So it's that feeling we have to avoid. So the next point is really interesting here. As you can see, the goal of these marketeers, these online sellers, is to put your mind into this stress response state. They want you to be in the kind of fight or flight state so that adrenaline is pumping. And if you think of adrenaline such as when you're excited when your team wins and you haven't watched them play for a long time, or if they're in a final and they win for the first time in a long time, you're going to be really excited. You're going to be carried away. Now, the advantage if you're actually being at home at this year 2020 with Cyber Monday is that you're not having people around you that are more excited. So you can actually stop and just smell the roses and realize, hang on a second, I'm in my bedroom here, or I'm in my kitchen, and I don't actually have to be pressurized by this marketing ploy. These signs that are on my screen, limited stock, sale now on, 50% off, and so on. So what they're saying here, and it's really good, is to stop and breathe. So that allows you, that breath allows you to rationalize and to get over that fight or flight, to be able to kind of see exactly what it is that you should have purchased rather than click, click, click and purchasing everything. Now, the fear of missing out is really interesting. This is actually what we as human beings, we go through when we're pushed into this sales day, this huge Cyber Monday. So we think, gosh, if I don't actually purchase a new iPod or a new iPad or something in the iZone or something that's electronic and big and bold and bigger than the guy or my friend, they're going to ring me tonight, they're going to call me and they're going to say, hey, well, what did you purchase? I got this one, I got the last one in stock. How do you know it's the last one? Because again, they put it on the screen saying last one, 5 left, little timer on the screen, and they're pushing you to purchase. So they want to be boastful, they want to actually tell people they're excited because their adrenaline is running, this fight or flight is happening. They're telling you, and of course you're going to receive their call and it's Monday evening and you're suddenly going to say, what, I didn't purchase anything, I didn't buy anything. So you're going to feel uncool, or as if you didn't do the right thing and you should have gone with the flow, gone with the crowd. So this is what they're pressurizing you to do. So if you avoid doing it and you're mindful, you're going to save money. So this is doing exactly the opposite of what they want you to do. So it's this fear of missing out, and what it's saying here is that if you do reverse psychology on yourself and you start thinking, well, hang on a second, if I purchase this particular product, look at the price, it's $100 whatever, dollars, euro, whatever, and if I purchase this, what is the things that I could miss out on? So what it's saying here, and it's good advice, there could be say 3 things. So there could be €33 each, or €50, 20 and 30, or whatever it is, other items that you might want to buy this week. Because remember, if your credit card is going in, you're paying the money in your credit card right now. Well, you're not really, are you? You're paying over giving over your number of the credit card, but you're not paying till the end of the month. So there might be 3 things between now and the end of the month that you actually need to purchase. And of course, with Cyber Monday, it's the start at the end of November, start of December, and then you're all Christmas. So you definitely will be spending 100 or something, a large amount of money, or would like to spend it with friends and so on. So that's how we need to think of rationalizing things. So they start looking at social shopping. Now this is, as you can see in this particular picture and so on, that people want to surround people that they want to be compelled to shop more. If you see them here with their cameras in their hands, they're all looking down at their phones and so on, they're actually being pressurized. They're chitting and chatting about, hey, I might buy this or I might buy that, or look at Amazon or look at Walmart and look at the particular offers that are there. So they're feeding the pressure. They're actually giving help and fuel to the fire of the online marketeers. So this is not helping you because you want to get on with your peers and say that you did what they did or purchase the same thing and so on. So it's about avoiding that. The brilliant thing about now is if you are or have friends that are pressurizing you, do it online and do it yourself, alone, away from these people, so that you can tell them you bought X, Y, and Z, when in reality you might have just been buying one product and saving for 2 other things over the Christmas to enjoy yourself. Now this next article is really good. It's talking about this fear of missing out that I touched on before, and basically the marketeers such as the online social media like Facebook, they play off your emotions, right? So the state that you're actually in, as well as entering into that kind of fight or flight, the adrenaline running state, is that you're actually in a state of sadness when you're actually conducting this particular emotion in your mind, where you're saying, well, what's the fear of missing out? Well, it is a fear of sadness. So it's along the same line, it's in the same psychological plane in your mind and your brain as well, actually neurologically, where sadness is actually located. So they're playing off your sadness. That's pretty slick, if I do say so. And what is the way to cure this? Well, the way to cure this, obviously, is to not feel sad. If you now know what you do, that it's targeting, if you feel that I am missing out if I don't purchase things, I feel like I have to do it. If you feel that, remember that you're rationally now, well, you're not being rational, but you're in the mind space of thinking, hey, gotcha, this company has got me. They've got me feeling sad. So why would you want to purchase something when you're feeling sad, if you think about it? Think about it now rationally. Please watch this video before you actually fork over money through your credit card and so on and buy things you don't want. Because remember, it's wants that we go back onto. So what they're saying here is gratitude. Have gratitude. Look around your beautiful house, your home, whatever you have, even if you don't have a lot. And remember that if you don't have a lot, if you do give them the money, they're going to make sure that you have less in a month's time, because you've given your money to like instinctive wants that are played from your deep emotions, that is sadness. So really you want to be spending your money at times when you're happy, because buying things should make you happy and just give you some form of goodness, and things like clothes and food, things you need rather than wants. That's what we're aiming at, isn't it? So they're also saying gratitude, and I know they say, as they say too, it's sloppy, not sloppy. Well, it would be sloppy if you purchase things that you don't really need and you go for things you want. So have gratitude. It's essential, they say, and it's very good advice. So 2 good articles there. Hope you do purchase what you really need and not what you want. Otherwise, they'll say, gotcha. So there you have it. That's exactly how you are caught. That's how your money is stolen on Cyber Monday. I hope that your money stays in your pocket and you have a better time over Christmas 2020 than you had all through the year 2020. Look after your needs, not your wants. And until next time, please hit that button, subscribe, and have a wonderful day.